Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to SBID, or Sora Breaks It Down, number 6, which is a little something else I like to do on my channel besides just movie reviews and stuff, where I talk about stuff that I find I want to talk about with movies in the industry or stuff with gaming or what have you, whatever topic. And if any of you guys want to check out any of my other videos in the Sora Breaks It Down section where I talk about stuff in the movie or gaming industry that I find interesting to talk about, that'll be pretty awesome. But with all that said, back to the main discussion at hand. And on this one, because a few days ago, which I apologize in advance for taking a bit longer to get my thoughts on the whole thing out, but Disney had a panel and a meeting and stuff where they unveiled a bunch of details of their Disney Plus and all the stuff going on. And I first started seeing all this appear on Twitter when it began with a thread. So it all began with a thread on the Disney Twitter where they started just spamming a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be related for this Disney Plus. Like, for example, one of the things is that it will be allowed to be downloaded, and which means offline. So that means you could download the content and watch it if you don't have any Wi-Fi or you're out and about and stuff. You'll be able to watch a lot of the Marvel movies. For example, Captain Marvel, one of the newest ones, will be straight there on day one. You'll be able to obviously make profiles and custom avatars. You'll have a bunch of customized settings and individual profiles, which basically, throughout this video, you'll start to realize they're basically copying off of Netflix, but it's the Disney version of Netflix. I find that very funny, and Netflix must be very mad, obviously, as we've seen. A lot of the stuff that I even like to use Netflix for is a lot of the Disney stuff. So once Disney's Plus is active, I'm probably going straight to there, if I'm honest with you. The only show that I like to watch on Netflix is Stranger Things, and I could just buy those on DVD if worse comes to worse. So they also confirmed that it will be a global thing, but it'll take some time. But the confirmed launch date is November 12th, I believe, in the US. So it will be coming out this year in the US. You'll have all the signature collection, which I'm assuming is a lot of the movies from the vault. You know how in the past they would release them for a limited time in their animation department, but then hide them back so you couldn't get them, which I thought was stupid. But now you'll be able to watch them all, so that's pretty cool. There's a Frozen 2 documentary for some reason. I guess since that launches right when Frozen 2 comes out, so it makes sense, I guess. Another interesting thing is all the Pixar films will be available in the first year, so within a year. All of their shorts, that's kind of cool. There's a bunch of filler content, as I call it, like this one to promote Toy Story 4 and all. It's Forky Ask a Question. That seems stupid. A Bo Peep one as well. Oh, and here we get into some of the Marvel stuff. So they confirmed that the new series with Vision and Scarlet Witch is going to be called WandaVision. I actually like the name of it. It reads pretty nicely. You got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier with both of them in it, and of course the Loki one, which, as you can see, I give that a like. That's really cool. And I hope it's a prequel and all, because don't undercut his death and stuff. So yeah, this should be interesting. Oh, and the greatest news in the galaxy: all Star Wars films will roll out within a year at Disney Plus. If that means the unaltered original trilogy or the crappy special editions, that's a big difference. If it's the crappy special editions, I don't care. If it's the actual original trilogy unaltered, then fabulous. That'll be fantastic, and you should be promoting that, because the majority of Star Wars fans will be so hyped. Oh, and also, this should have been a given, but yes, Alan Tudyk will be coming back to voice K2SO. He's done really great with his voice work in recent years, especially with Disney. He's been in almost all the recent animated movies, like Zootopia, Frozen, Moana, Big Hero 6, both Wreck-It Ralphs. So he's really doing that well. He's also, he was K2SO, so he's doing a great work for Disney in the voice department. Oh, and here's just a paragraph of the 3 new Marvel series coming to Disney Plus. These are the official ones. Obviously Loki, the Falcon, Winter Soldier, and WandaVision. Those sound cool and all. I saw rumors that there would be one with Rocket Raccoon and Groot. I hope that's a thing, so maybe it could delve into a prequel-ish on what kind of shenanigans and all they went into. Or maybe even a sequel after the 3rd Guardians film. Maybe they'll release it then. Either way, I would love that show. Please make that show. all right. Just, but yeah, these look out of these three. I have to say the Loki one interests me the most because Thor said how he was like thousands of years old and stuff. So just think of all the content if Loki's like he's the same age as him and stuff, or near the same age. And what if like Chris Hemsworth cameos in this show and all? That would be, there's just so much cool potentials and all. So I'd be interested in seeing that. And yes, this is what basically the backdrop looks like. They'll have different sections for each property. For Disney, it's just, I'm assuming that's just their Disney animation and their live action division, which is gonna be so much. You got the Pixar section, Marvel section, Star Wars, and National Geographic. So that's basically their main selling point is all these. Obviously, I'm going to be spending most of my time on the Marvel section, no doubt. But I will gander around the others. I probably won't click on National Geographic because I really don't care about that kind of stuff. I mean, maybe I'll give the Jeff Goldblum thing a watch, but this is basically all the looks at the Disney Plus. It looks really interesting. It looks like they're coming out of the gate swinging with this, and I'm really excited to give this a check out. I'm assuming they'll show some trailers and stuff at Comic-Con to promote stuff. Like I said, it launches November 12th. At launch, it will be $6.99 a month and $69.99 a year. Now that's actually a pretty good deal so far. I'm assuming they'll bump the price up further down because no one would pay like $15 a month for something that just launches. So that's smart for them to go cheap like that, especially for all this. Like, this is a steal, no doubt. Plus with all the Fox stuff. But yeah, this seems like a no-brainer to at least give a check out, or at least have a friend or someone you know have it so that you could watch it if you don't want to pay for it, or you know, something, because this seems like a really great introduction. And here's some more details that I can go over. So as you can see here, yes, The Simpsons, all 30 seasons, the entire show so far will all be on Disney Plus, and you won't be able to watch it anywhere else on like Hulu or anything like that. So already, if you're a Simpsons fan, you have to get this if you really want to watch it. The Mandalorian and the live-action Lady and the Tramp. Mandalorian, if you guys don't know, is the live-action Star Wars show. Both of those premiered the day this streaming service launches. That way, so I'm pretty sure like you won't just be like, oh, there's not anything original. I've already seen all this stuff. Here's some original content you could get into: a show and a live-action movie of an anime classic goodie. And plus, a lot of these critics and all could like coverage it instead of just the service itself, since they're all doing that right now, like me. And like I mentioned, the Falcon Winter Soldier, it says it'll drop within first year of launch. Toy Story 4, Forky, own series, a new animated Phineas and Ferb movie. So that means that they're diving back into that property. You'll have WandaVision, Alan Tudyk, like I said. Ooh, and the Marvel's What If. It's an animated series that will be Marvel Universe centered, but it'll be what if scenarios. Like it says, the first episode is if Peggy Carter became the super soldier instead of Captain America, Steve Rogers. So that's gonna be pretty interesting to see situations like that. Like what if it was Pepper Potts that was the one in the cave instead of Iron Man, or stuff like that. That'll be pretty interesting. And this is really eye-opening. 5,000 episodes of Disney Channel content and 100 Disney Channel original movies will stream at launch. That's insane. So that means probably not a lot of the garbage shows are out now, but like a lot of the classic ones, like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and On Deck, That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Even Stevens. A lot of those old ones that you can't rewatch anymore, those are potentially going to be here at launch. So that's going to be really interesting. And, trying to grab you back in with your childhood nostalgia. And of course, promoting November 12th, $6.99 a month. Overall, this whole thing seems like a pretty great deal, and we need to start seeing some footage now. I'm pretty sure once we get to Comic-Con, they're gonna have a whole panel with all this stuff that they're going to be promoting and all. That Comic-Con's gonna be insane. But yeah, this was a lot to unload in such like a few days. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the overall scheme of the Disney Plus and its breakdown. I honestly think it's a pretty great idea, and it's a no-brainer. And it's good that they were able to get the Fox deal and all, signed and closed. Because in a lot of our pictures, you see they're promoting like Bohemian Rhapsody and Avatar. So they're really going all in with this streaming service, and I find it really exciting. So yeah, with all that information, there was just a lot to see in such a short amount of time, and my Twitter was just blowing up. Everyone was freaking out about it, and it seems like a really great launch into the streaming battle against Netflix and Hulu and so forth. I for one am really interested in grabbing one because there would be lots of content that I'm into besides just stuff I've seen, but original content like I've mentioned The Mandalorian or some of their other endeavors. But yeah, it seems like a really good idea, and it seems really well thought out because they could have just rushed out of the gate with it a few years back, but they wanted to wait until everything was perfect for them, and now they're gonna be like, let's just do this. So what do you all think of this development? I would like to know your thoughts down below. And also I want to say in advance, I'm not going to be able to see those two movies I mentioned, Little or Missing Link, because I just waited too long and the weekend was more busier for me than I planned it to be. But no matter, I heard that they weren't that good anyways. So probably my next review will be for Avengers Endgame, because I don't plan on seeing The Curse of La Llorona, since I haven't really been into that series that much. I've only seen 1 or 2 of the Conjuring films. So yeah, but I do plan on doing a Marvel-centered video that weekend, so that there'll be something on my channel, some content before Avengers, because that comes out a little less than 2 weeks from now, so it's going to be a bit quiet on my channel for a bit, and I don't want that. So expect a Marvel video sometime next week. We'll just have to see. Again, thank you all for watching this video, and if you guys want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be pretty great, and hit the bell so you get notification on when I upload. If you want to comment down below about the whole Disney Plus thing and what are your thoughts on it. Do you think that they're going to come out of the gates all like, oh, it's only $6, but then later on charge you so much for all this? It's possible they really might, but let me know your thoughts again down below. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's SawyerSable or @SableSawyer. Again, thank you guys all for checking this video out, and I apologize again for being a bit late to the party, but I just wanted to get some of my thoughts out. Again, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.